Welcome, everybody. It's lovely to have you join me for this plan with me for the week of July, beginning the week of July 20th. I'm using a Live, Love and Papercraft kit from Susie, a planner girl here in Victoria. And this one is called Build Your Own Empire. I'm not sure about empire building, but we've certainly been building strategies to deal with COVID here in Victoria. So here we go. I've already laid down the top washi, which you can see, and I've used mainly the Pink Room Co. and some Simply Gilded and one Hello Petite paper. And I'm going to speed you through the rest of this as I normally do and catch you up soon. I've brought in some extra stickers from various designers and I'll mention them as I go through the laying down of this kit. I've tried something new this week and I've taken the date covers right up to the top of the page. I often go back and lay some washi tape over that, but I thought this week I really needed the room, so I have taken them right to the top, and then underneath those date covers I have added some lovely dividers or washi strips, bow washi strips, and I think that's worked quite well, and it's going to give me the room that I need across the bottom, which is really good. Those black and gold headers were from Samantha May sticks that were left over from another kit. So I'm just going along adding the work script, and they are from Live, Love and Craft also. They can be purchased separately, and they come with a lot of other words, and Susie has got those up on her website and they work beautifully. They're just a lovely size and they fit nicely into the box. I've added a My Newest Addiction pencil there just to indicate the work script. And not every one of these days actually physically went into work, but I've marked work nevertheless. And I've used some of the headers that were in the kit underneath the bow headers. I just have got the little rose floral print on the background. So I think putting them up there higher was a good idea, and I may well use that going forward. You might notice that I go through the kit and try and work out beforehand where I want to put the boxes, because in the case of Susie's kit, she has a great choice for boxes. There's lots of doubles, and there's just a really generous selection. So you do have to give some thought to where you want those to go and how you would like them to fit. And there'll be enough left over from this kit to do a second spread of this, which is a real bonus with the Live, Love and Craft stickers. They represent really good value. So just moving through the week, adding those full boxes and trying to get a balance of the simpler boxes and the more colourful ones. But basically this kit has a lot of pink, black and white in it. So then I've used a small Simply Gilded washi across the top, and just to make those full boxes stand out a bit better. Then I had a lovely battle up in the top corner of my sidebar with my whiteout. It normally runs beautifully, but on this day it just did not want to cooperate. So I've put another of the long boxes that comes in the kit up in the top corner there. And again, taking it up higher and just covering up the month has given me just a little bit more room to play with the abundance of stickers that are in this kit. So I'm progressing through the sidebar and laying down the habit trackers at the side, pulling in a little bit more of the pink to the sidebar and using those tone-on-tone washi strips between each of them. Now, this sticker that I'm putting down there actually was one full sticker. I did cut it in half thinking that I would use something else underneath it, but in the long run ended up going with the box as it was. Again, having a little battle with the washi, and then just popping the rest of that box down the bottom, which was the reminders section. I was thinking about putting the Empire State Building down there, but I just don't think it would have done it justice. So the reminders worked quite well, and so that went down to complete the side box, or the sidebar rather. So I'm going to go across the pages now and add a habit. These are some trackers. So they haven't come from the kit. I think they're actually a paper crown planner leftover. And I'm going to add those to the boxes across the page because I like to sort of put 3 of the things that I had in my to-do list for the day onto each of the days through the week. And so I'm just alternating top and bottom where appropriate, and then it's time to move on to working on the activities for the day. So on Monday morning, it's really hard not to get started with a coffee, and I've used the coffee time script that came in the kit, and I've popped that over one of the quarter boxes. Once I finished laying that down, I decided I'd like to use another one of the quarter boxes and a gold Happy Mail script from Mum and Me to indicate that I got some Happy Mail this day. On Monday, I needed to fill in the wages book. I also received a Simply Gilded sub box, which was the Happy Mail, and I needed to prepare the agenda for our regular Monday night Zoom meeting. So I've just used another Today script from the kit. Some of the lovely deco that was in the kit, which is really pretty. Put that to one side, and I've used an alarm clock from Print Petticoat Banded, which is foiled to put our Zoom meeting in for 8 o'clock that evening. So moving across to Tuesday. Tuesday is payday for our admin team, and so that was done on Tuesday morning. I've used a payday script from Sharina Jane. I've mentioned before she's no longer open, and I just layered that over the top of a handbag that was in the kit, a rather lovely bag. And then I've used a divider there from My Newest Addiction, just underneath that bag to divide between the half box that I've put underneath. So Victoria is now going through its second stage of lockdown, and it is proving to be difficult as everybody was looking forward to finishing it. And in fact, we've been launched straight back into it, so the patients are getting particularly agitated. I needed to prepare the minutes from the previous night's meeting, and we were informed that the centre to which we are attached had experienced its first COVID case. And obviously that made people even more nervous than they already had been. I also put down there at the end of the day that I'd received some Happy Mail from Vintage Stickers and Monique Plans, and you can see those in the haul that is going up this weekend. So moving on to Wednesday, and Wednesday I've just indicated that our team are moving to A and B teams. We're dividing up the clinic so that if we were to get an infection in one group, the other group can hold the fort while we have to go through the various isolation processes. So with all of this extra work, I was getting a little bit behind in some of my basics, and I realised that I needed to make a conscious effort to adapt to the new roster, which was a complete change of hours from me, and I needed to create a whole new working routine. So then I've moved underneath there and added a flag that, although I'd slipped behind in some of the basics, I actually did have a very productive day at home and managed to really set in place the plans we had for bringing our A and B team into action. Wasn't going to be easy because it was a big change for everybody, our staff, our doctors, the whole team. Now I will go back at some stage and put down the bottom of Wednesday that I relaxed watching Miss Marple that evening. But here I've moved on to Thursday, the second half of the week, and I've used a quarter box from the kit, little coffee cup from Planet Beautiful, and a coffee time script from in the kit as well. Just to fill in that little gap there and just to bring in a little bit more colour, I've used a black houndstooth washi. I'm honestly not sure where that one has come from. I've got a feeling it may have been a D-stash, so I'm sorry, I don't know the name of of that particular houndstooth. So then underneath there, I've come down to fill in the box towards the bottom of the page and popped out of screen. I'm sorry, but I actually put down there a little television little from the script, and that has marked Father Brown on it. Then I've put a half box up there and added some of the deco from the kit as well. Okay, so this was the start of the first late shift for me, so I went through till 7 p.m. with my co-worker, and we're all starting to making an effort to get used to the changes. And it has been unsettling for the staff. It's understandably, it's a huge change. We haven't experienced anything like this in 100 years. So we're just lucky that we've just got an amazing group of people who have adopted everything as well as they have. So moving on to Friday, I marked that this was one of my days that I needed to work from home. Essentially, we've got a team in and a team out of the clinic at any one given time. I also added to the box down below that it was a TGIF, thank God it's Friday day, and that was most definitely the case. Then using a little bit of deco, this little couch from the kit, I marked that I had a hair appointment this day at 11 o'clock, which is sort of an unusual time, but I had to move a whole lot of things around when we changed to the new roster, as most of our girls did, and one of the things that had to be rearranged was the hair appointment. I've also realised that I didn't pop up the weekend script for on top of the washi over on the right hand side, so I very gently took that out because it does have a couple of fine sections on the tails and the end, and popped that onto the washi banner over on the side. I also had a little bit of a play with that hair appointment sticker because I realised I needed to fit in some voiceovers. So you'll see as I move through here that I've gone back and moved that around. One of our lovely registrars was leaving this day and I needed to organise her gift, and I also had 2 voiceovers that I was hoping to get done that evening. Later on in the evening I decided to relax, and I put on a show, I think it was on iView. I started watching it and then didn't want to finish and went back into iView to get the whole series. It was called Mother, Father, Son. It has Richard Gere in it. It's quite an interesting little series. And then you can probably see now that I've gone back up and put the voiceover stickers on there from Mr. and Mrs. Mint, and everything else has come from the kit. So on Saturday, I filmed a small haul which will go up live with this plan with me. And I also had one of our sons came to start some landscaping that we're doing around the house. And we moved a cherry tree in the garden that was going to be in the way of a new path and a new porch area that we're building out the front of the house. So I've put that down, and then I've used the coffee time sticker from the kit and a little coffee cup from Sharina Jane, who's closed. And over the banner or the flag from the kit, I've marked that I had to do some laundry that afternoon. And then I finished the day off by completing that series of Mother, Father, Son. And I've used a my newest addiction little icon there. It's more of a computer screen, but I didn't have any TVs handy, so I used that one. Up the top of the page, I've used a sleep-in deco from Live, Love and Craft as well. So now moving on to Sunday, I was making some masks, some fabric masks, because Victoria now had to go to using a mask if they were out during the day, and that was going to put a bit of pressure on supplies. Up the top of the page, I've used a flag from the kit and another one of those dividers from my newest addiction, and just a don't forget up there so that I remembered the various things I needed to do on Sunday. It was going to be a busy Sunday. Then I've used what I call a little Razcog cart, or a craft cart to the side there, just manipulating it a little bit because I'd put it down and then realised I wanted to put some script with it. And this represented a little bit of me time on the Sunday afternoon, and then my usual Sunday afternoon planning. So I've added that to the bottom of the page, just cut it down a little bit. It was a full size, but I took a little bit off there. And so now I've just gone back to add anything that I've missed over the spread, and I'm also going to take some of these little gold foiled hearts from Monique Plans, and I was having a bit of fun getting these ones up. But I've put them onto the washi at the bottom, just going through now to show you how many stickers are left over, which were considerable, and choosing a couple of accessories for this kit. Sort of had a bit of a Chanel theme to it, so I've grabbed a couple of my Chanel bits and pieces. So there's a little slow-mo through the kit. I haven't used mountains of foil, but a little touch here and there. The kit's quite elegant on its own, so it didn't need to have an awful lot brought back into it. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.